But when I come online and I see the likes of people whose sons have been killed in car accidents that were supposedly meant to be Muslims and weren't.
I responded months ago to your Facebook page because you said your son had been murdered by a jihadist. I found out that wasn't true. You did nothing to me, Tracy. You did nothing to me. I found out things were a lie. And I walked away from you. And from then, you've attacked me and you've tried to silence me ever since.
I had people contact me with further information. Tommy's lot, why they don't support, because the case and the facts are contradictory. There's too many differences. Why would you say they were Muslim when you knew they weren't? Why was that your presumption? But your child was not murdered by Muslims. Your child's terrorist attack was probably not a terrorist attack indeed. There are so many facts that have came to light about this story, and I stepped away months ago. And I could not support you because it doesn't seem to be a Muslim terrorist attack. They were an Asian family. There was nothing to do with Muslim.
Tracy, I'm not in it for the fame, love. I was in it because I wanted to help people like you. And you lied to me. The truth is, you had anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic beliefs when this happened to Josh, George and Harry, who was killed by a Hindu drunk driver. And an Islamist did not kill your son. I walked away, and you are now trying to silence me for telling the truth. It's not going to work, Tracy, because I'm not going to submit to threats. You threatened Voodoo Media. He's now going, oh, Tracy, you're not with the National Front. Yes, you are, Tracy, because I was with you for a year and a half. See me, Tracy, I don't put my face all out online because this wasn't about me. I picked up a camera and I started filming because I believed your son was murdered by a jihadist. Your son was killed in a manslaughter case. Hindu drunk driver, and you've used it. And I saw the buckets, Tracy. You was on last night talking about PayPal accounts, how you paid people back. Did you pay back people that put the £20 cash into the buckets, Tracy? I saw buckets and buckets and buckets of £20 notes, which you and James spent on alcohol in the pubs. And I walked away from you. And when I went public about your behaviour and who you were associating yourself with, you tried to silence me.
For themselves. There's no attack. I'm simply pointing out some facts that have been brought to light. Brought to light. She's branded them Muslims and they're not. There is enough things being said. We don't need hate and we don't need anger.
And anybody out there who doubts what I'm saying, I was with Tracy for a year and a half, filming her down Westminster. I went to Shepperdston Lane. They've made a shit ton of money out of this. And Tracy's now in it for the fame. I was behind you 100%, Tracy, 100%. And I gave you my all. And I gave you publicity. And I'm now gutted that I did that. His family have confirmed that he never converted to Islam. You have run with this, Tracy. You have run with this. And it is shameful. Shameful. Completely shameful. You need now, Tracy, to go away and try to salvage any respect you've got for yourself and campaign for tougher sentences on a drink driving charge. Because everybody who was massive in this movement, and I'm talking about a guy with the initials TR in this as well, no longer supports you, Tracy. Why is that, Tracy? Come and tell us why. Because you are a liar. You have run with something that you cannot back down on now. Tracy Blackwell, listen to what I'm going to tell you now. I will destroy you with the truth. You have lied to people. And I want you now to clarify and be transparent on what you've done with those buckets of £20 notes that you had on the veterans marches, that you had on the Tommy Robinson rallies, the ones that had cash put in. I'm not talking about your PayPal account, Tracy.
September of 2018. Tracy Blackwell and Fighting for Justice for Our Boys held a walk of respect down Shepperdston Lane to the spot where Josh, Harry and George were murdered. Then after a few speeches, Glenn proceeded to sing Old Tommy Tommy at the spot where 3 boys were murdered. That's just one example.
The police the CPS and the courts and the mainstream media made this look and sound like an accident to fit their narrative.
Shame on them!
Absolutely. Absolutely. Why, you ask yourself? We have asked ourselves this many times. We can only come up with these reasons. They are either scared of being called a racist, scared of a word, but not of people, or they are scared of social unrest, or there is a big agenda here, or the two murderous extremists were on a watch list, which would have meant the counter-terrorism police could have stopped this from happening, the same as they could have stopped Manchester. Right? They could have stopped it. They could have stopped it. Whatever it is, the Met Police and the establishment failed our children and us.
Now, I don't get why there's people out there that are trying to say that she's lied about the driver. She never lied about the driver.
Turned out to be a drunk Hindu guy, and it was a terrible, terrible accident, and he's now in prison because of it. Okay, so he's in prison. Okay, so justice has been served. Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, what I just said, but it's the truth. It's the truth, and Tracy has perpetuated this lie. And has she backtracked on it? Has she, said sorry to the Muslim community, which she spread a lot of hate around on, saying, the person that killed her child was a Muslim terrorist? A lie.